Good morning, friends. Good morning, students. Sem 5, English. In our last video, we saw questionnaires. What is questionnaires? Some kind of topics given to you, and you have to make questions on it. It is called a question. How to make a question about the topic that we showed in our last video, and the process is continuing. In this video, we showed some examples and some kind of rules to make a question. In our last video, we showed that the questionnaires are made, or questions are made dependent on the situation. Of which kind of situation given to you, which kind of advertisement given to you, in which you have to make a questions. Don't make questions which are not necessary. It is an important rule that we already shared in our last video. Let's go ahead about the functions of questionnaires, how to make questionnaires. Give information regarding the activities in which you have participated. It means if there is a situation given to you that you have to make a question according to the activities that are happened, that was happened in your school, that was happening in your nearer area, and you have to make a question according to that. So how to make it? You have to make a table like that with activities, which kind of activities are going to happen. How often participated? It means you are participating how often? At what level? It means either test level, district level, state level, or a national level, or an international level. Achievement. It means you are participated in some kind of activity. If you get any kind of achievement in which kind of medal and which kind of certificate you get in that particular activity, it is called achievement. Next, information regarding your family. You have to make a chart of your family. How many members are there? How many are literate? How many are illiterate? Which kind of occupations, which kind of person do you in your family? Let's say that how many happen. First one, number, how many members in your family? 1, 2, 3, 4, grandfather, grandmother, father. Name of them. Relationship. It means you write the name of your grandfather. Then he is your grandfather, so write your grandfather. Age. Education. It means in which stream you get. Earning or a non-earning. Is he earning or not? That kind of level you can make in a questionnaire. When the researchers export some original idea, view, or personal opinion of respondents, open-ended questions are more useful. Therefore, there is no harm using an open-ended question. What is open-ended question? That we already learned. That are not started with the auxiliary or a model auxiliary. That are the open-ended question. Where there is no choice but to ask such kind of question. It not a choosing question that is in multiple question that yes or no or a category wise question. But write descriptive answers in that. In your eyes, what is the difference between a person from higher caste and a person from your community? So you have to write answer in a descriptive manner. In a descriptive manner. There is not a particular answer in one word or one sentence. Next one, framing question. How to frame a question on that. The success of a research lies in receiving the most of the proper field questions on a particular subject in time, distributed among a number of respondents. If the researchers take care in framing question, he or she succeed considerably. The following tips will be helpful to you when you make questions about that. Only relevant question. It means the questions that are related to the topic only. Unnecessary question waste time and energy of both to asker and the giver. The researchers and the respondent, they are useless for the researcher's purpose also. Furthermore, they make the questionnaire unnecessarily lengthy. Sometimes the questionnaire is become lengthy only. Therefore, in a question, only those questions should be asked which are related to the subject or a purpose or an issue under the investigations. How, according to you, is your college? If you want to ask about your college, then you may ask that according to your opinion, how is your college? So it is a descriptive answer. Is a relevant question on a questionnaire leading to a survey when you are surveying of different kind of colleges, then it is the most relevant question of your questions. Is considered irrelevant if it is asked in a questionnaire leading to a survey of reading habit of college student. Then, no confusion. Every question in a questionnaire should be solved. Simple, clear, and direct. Which kind of qualities when you make a question? It is very important that a question should be short. Then simple. It is combined or synthesis into a simple questions. There is no combined sentence or complication sentence in that. A question should be clear so responder can understand it easily. And the question should be direct. No questions create any confusion in mind of the responder. A question like, what type of film do you like? Will definitely create confusion. What kind of film it means? You have to give a particular name of the film. You have to give a particular category of the film. You have to give about the action movie, romantic movie, or a suspense movie. How would you give the answer of that question? It is like confusion in your mind. The respondent will be tempted to tick more than one given option. But the question is like that: what type of films do you like most? Will not create any confusion. You have to write only or you have to pick only that I like the action movie, I like that suspense movie. It is only that. Then, no highly personal questions. Don't ask a personal question to the person. Neither any respondent is interested in researcher's purpose nor he or she gains anything by filling the question. Therefore, he or she will not allow any question that reveals his or her confidential manner. It means personal questions is like a confidential. It is very personal. So don't ask the confidential things that the respondent don't want to be revealed by himself. So ask very simple questions according to the normal situation, according to current situation, according to the social situation. The researchers must not ask any highly personal question. It is better not to ask the name, address, the respondent in the circle related to AIDS. When you survey about the AIDS patient, survey about the corona, the COVID patient, or survey about any kind of patient or something personally, then don't ask their name, don't ask their address, don't ask their phone number also. Family planning, prostitution, extramarital affairs. One can collect the data under his or her supervision. Your name and address become useless. What is your aim when you survey this kind of survey? Your aim is that you have to count the patient of AIDS, you have to count the patient of COVID, right? Then there is no need to ask their name. There is no need to ask their address. There is no need to ask their personal data. Your aim is obviously completed when you counted the number of them. Then what is necessary to ask their name? What is necessary to ask their any other information? There is no need of it. Then go ahead about the no hurting, insulting remark. Would any teacher serving in a government school like to respond to the question? Don't you think your teaching in private classes is kind of corruption? Obviously, that kind of questions didn't like by them. Or will any government employee give the answer of the question? What is your monthly untable income? Nobody like to give that answer. Even the private employee don't like to answer this kind of question, that what is their income, how many members are their family, how they run their family. They didn't like to give these answers, especially the women. When you ask the age of the woman, they don't like to give the answer of that question. Even such a single question has spoiled the whole question. When you put that kind of personal answers in your questionnaire, personal questions in your questionnaire, it spoils the whole mood of your questionnaire. There must be nothing in a questionnaire that hurts or insults the response to the people. Then, how should be a language of your questionnaire? It should be a simple language that you already read here. Gandhiji says, simplicity is a virtue. In a questionnaire, questions should be asked in a simple language. Don't use more and more auxiliary. Don't make the sentence complicated. Here, the researcher is not supposed to show his or her knowledge, but he or she has to help the responder. Every response will not be able to understand of the meaning of the question. What factors do you attribute it to the party's fault? Difficulty. But every respondent will be able to understand the same question if it is asked. What factors do you think are responsible for the party's poor performance in the election? That kind of questions. about simple questions. Make the simple question as possible as. Then the grammatical structure should be correct, so the respondents can understand the question properly. Correct use of language and grammatical structure should be there in question. It creates the impression of researchers, educational components. In some cases, incorrect selection of words and sentences pattern may create some confusion also. So don't create that kind of confusion when you make the question. Grammatical purpose should be clear and effective. Structure of interrogative sentence. Let's see that. Yes or no question. How to make yes or no question? Auxiliary. Plus subject. Rest of the verb form. Plus object. Plus, if there is any other word, then put that other word and question. So easy. For an example, if you want to ask that have you got any call for interview? Auxiliary. Subject is you. Rest of the verb form, but other words for the interview and the question. Do you like the winter season? It is always. Are you having any insurance policy? How to make WH question? WH word, it means boat, where, high, beach, whatever the WH words is that. Plus auxiliary plus subject rest of the verb form plus object plus other verb plus question mark. How many rupees do you save in a month? What do you intend to do after retirement? Which factor is more responsible for the present scarcity of consumer goods? Then, the next point of the questionnaire is logical order. Your questions must be ordered in a logical way. Questionnaire is not merely a list of questions printed in a hands-on manner. It is organized in a set of questions. Most of the questions are found to be interconnected. So, there must be logical order in arranged them. According to subject and the need, the research may use the handling and the sub-handling in the questionnaire, and thus he or she may divide into some division like the personal information about the family, income, expenditure, saving, household, vehicles. Let's see some example of questionnaires. A question is leading to a survey of library going habit. How many people are interested to go in the library of college students? This situation asked in March 2005 and 6. Let's see. The aim of the question is that the responder, we already learned that you have to clear your aim before giving them the question. So you have to write that, dear responders, you clear your aim. The aim of the questionnaire is to survey library going habit of college student. We assure you the information given by you will be kept quite confidential and will not be misused. It means the information that are given by you that are very confidential, that are not misused by us. It will be used only for the study. You are requested to return the properly filled questionnaires as soon as possible. Thank you. Then how to make a questionnaire of that? Let's see that. Please fill in the blanks properly. Please tick the respondents applicable in you square given against them. That are the common instructions that you have given them. Then name of the responders, address in which area they belong, age, can you put in the years, sex, male, female. They told you that there is another column is that transgender. College, transfer of faculty, it means which faculty you belong to, arts, commerce, science, medium, mother tongue, occupations of your father, income of the family, that right into month, a new amount of reading. If yes, what do you read? Then make the question about that also. Textbook related study, reference book related study, newspaper or a magazine or other literature. Is there a library in your college? Yes or no? How many books are in your college? About it. You have to assume that. I use my college library often, rarely, sometimes, never. Can you get a book of your choice from your college library? Yes or no? In my college library, generally I spend days in a year, days in a day, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want to write. Is your college library cooperative and polite? Yes or no? The answer should be in two ways, yes or no. Is there any library in your town or city? Yes or no? Do you go to library regularly? Yes or no? Can you get every reading newspaper and magazines in your town library? In every language? Yes or no? What about the condition of the book in your town library? How is your book? That are the very old book, that are the new book. How was the condition of that? Good, fair, excellent, or bad? Are you a registered member of the library? Yes or no? Is find new books every year in the library? What is the timing of the library? Do you have your personal library? It means, have you established a personal book collection at your home? If yes, how many books are there in your personal library? The answer should be yes, and you have to attend the question. Do your parents promote your library going habit? Libraries are just like temples. Do you believe this? Some steps to improve the library. Yes or no? And the answer is descriptive, so put the lines down. So you have to make the questionnaires like that. The questionnaires should be like that. Next, survey of reading college. Then, the same questions are there. In which language they like to read? What do you like to read? Why they read? For getting entertainment, get knowledge, examination purpose, pass the time, hobby, or don't. Just how many hours they read in a day? In which language they like to read? In a mother tongue, their national language, international language, or any other languages. Which kind of literature they like to read? The ancient literature, the modern literature. And there are the questions that you added when you make the question about that kind of survey. Then, if you have to, if there is a question in your examination that the question is leading to a survey of the living condition in your college. And first of all, clear the aim of that survey, just giving the information, and then write the answer, make the questionnaires upon that, like name, address, age, sex, college. These are the common questions that probably asked in almost questionnaires. Class, mother tongue, occupation, monthly income, how many members in your family, how many members are studying in your family, total income your family, why do you live in your college hostel, what are your annual fees of the college, are the facilities like the sweeping, water, services, laundry, etc. given by the college hostel, in which how many members live in a one room. We provided with the following accommodation, provided the following item of the furniture. Is your place will be lighted or ventilated? The cleanliness in your hostel is. Are you provided with food inside the hostel? Quality of the food, supply of the hostel regular, water supply regular, hostel facility is given by in your hostel common facilities like the reading room, sport room, garden, entertainment hall. That kind of questions you make when you make the questionnaires. Here we completed the topic of questionnaires. In our next video, we will go ahead about our short stories.